Good Thursday evening, June 26th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A driver from Mattawa is dead after a three-vehicle collision yesterday west of Pybus. The East Wenatchee City Council has appointed a former Douglas County Fire Commissioner as its next council member. Another mild and breezy weather day ahead tomorrow with much warmer temperatures in the forecast this weekend and next week. Your full local weather forecast is coming up. A brush fire in the East Wenatchee foothills about 3:30 yesterday quickly spread in high winds and dry vegetation, reaching about 65 acres in size before it was contained. No structures were damaged and no injuries reported, but level 2 evacuation notices were given to nearby residents as a precaution. The fire was initially reported near the intersection of 10th Street Northeast and Nile Avenue, and at least one witness reported seeing someone throw a firework out of a passing vehicle before that fire began. Wenatchee Valley firefighters worked with air tanker and helicopter support and were able to cut off the fire's growth by about 6 p.m. Wenatchee High School will officially be cell phone free this fall. On Tuesday, the Wenatchee School Board approved a new policy that only allows cell phone use before and after school. This practice will be assisted by lockable yonder pouches where the phones are secured until the end of the school day. The district says the goal of the policy is to address classroom distractions and the mental health impacts social media has on students. The same practice was implemented for middle and high school students at the River Academy for the 2024-2025 school year. A driver from Mattawa is dead after a three-vehicle collision Wednesday west of Pybus. The Washington State Patrol identified the deceased driver as 59-year-old Apolinar Martin Garcia. Troopers say he was southbound on Highway 153 about 7:30 a.m. when his Chevy Malibu veered off the right edge of the roadway. Martin Garcia overcorrected and struck an oncoming northbound Ford F-350, which was in turn hit from behind by a Nissan Nismo. Martin Garcia was pronounced dead at the scene. The pickup driver, a 65-year-old Pybus man, was treated at Three Rivers Hospital. The third driver was not hurt. The State Patrol says it does not believe drugs or alcohol were a factor. A Wenatchee man suspected in a gang-related Saturday shooting is now formally charged with attempted murder. Chelan County prosecutors on Wednesday charged Adiel Ricardo Aparicio with that felony count, plus a charge of making a felony threat to kill. Wenatchee police say Aparicio, who's 21 years old, shot and seriously wounded another 21-year-old man near 9th Street and North Mission Street. That occurred about 5:15 p.m. on Saturday. Aparicio allegedly asked the victim's gang affiliation, began a physical struggle with him, and made threats before opening fire with a .380 caliber pistol. The victim was flown to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle with several internal injuries. Aparicio has been jailed since his arrest at the scene, and police say numerous passerby witnessed the incident. Judge Robert Jordan set his bail earlier this week at $500,000 based on the seriousness of the case. When we come back, the Wenatchee City Council could decide tonight whether to grant affordable housing tax exemptions for a $15 million apartment development on Walla Walla Avenue. And a report by Our Valley, Our Future and Thriving Together North Central Washington says nonprofits here in North Central Washington are feeling the impact of federal funding cuts. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you, absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. So relax, it's done.
The Wenatchee City Council could decide tonight whether to grant affordable housing tax exemptions for a $15 million apartment development on Walla Walla Avenue. A Spokane Valley developer seeks to build 125 rental units on 3.6 acres at 1021 Walla Walla, which is now the site of an unoccupied home that dates to 1916. 24 of the planned apartments would be priced at affordable rates for moderate income renters and just one unit for low-income applicants. That would qualify the new complex for a 12-year property tax exemption under City Code if it's approved by the council. A smaller 20-unit complex that's on the drawing board for 1323 5th Street is also seeking the exemption. Ettore Castellente is officially an East Wenatchee City Council member. Former Douglas County Fire Commissioner was appointed by the council to fill the position 3 seat left last month by departed member Rob Tidd and swore his oath of office on June 17th. Castellente will fill the seat through the end of the year when it's open for election. But because he's also running unopposed for the position 4 seat, Castellente will begin a full term on the City Council in 2026. A Wenatchee man convicted at the age of 18 of mugging an employee outside Pybus Public Market has failed to overturn his 2023 jury conviction. James Gregory Jackson Jr. argued that Wenatchee police improperly suggested he was the culprit when they brought a robbery victim to identify him. Jackson was arrested after knocking the female employee to the ground and stealing her purse as she walked to her parked car. A Chelan County jury convicted him of first-degree robbery, resisting arrest, and obstruction after he ran from Wenatchee police near the Apple Capitol Loop Trail. Today, the State Court of Appeals based in Spokane turned down Jackson's claims, saying the victim would have firmly identified him even without coaxing from police. He was sentenced in 2023 to 35 months in prison. A report by Our Valley, Our Future and Thriving Together North Central Washington says nonprofits in North Central Washington are feeling the impact of federal funding cuts. The report included data from 73 area nonprofit and public sector organizations. 49 responders indicated their budgets will need to be reduced, and 31 of those agencies provided dollar figures that revealed a combined $69.5 million has been canceled or is at risk. The most impacted areas of work include wildfire prevention, housing, healthcare, and social services at the top of the list, with $20 million canceled or at risk. The report says regional school districts stand to lose $11.2 million if the federal budget is adopted as is. Coming up next, tonight's Pause for Pets segment features some feathered friends, a rooster and 2 hens. They're up for adoption at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Expect temperatures to be around normal for this time of year the next couple of days before unseasonably hot weather sets in on Sunday. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
It's time now for Pause for Pets with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's segment features some special feathered friends. Silver and Hennifer are two hens who have been hanging out with Red, a lone rooster. All three have grown tired of their coop and are looking for a permanent home.
Hello, I'm Jess here at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and I'm an animal care associate. This here over is Red, our little Rhode Island red rooster. He's a sweet boy. He really likes mealworms. He'll eat them out of your hand. He enjoys a good dust bath, and he loves his girls here as well. He can be a bit of a menace sometimes, but he's a lovable boy. Over here is Silver. She is a bit of a selective lady. She doesn't like some of the other hens, but she has made friends with other ones. She loves dust baths as well, and she loves her chicken scratch everywhere. We have Hennifer, who is also a game hen. She's a bit older, so she doesn't lay any eggs, but Silver here still lays eggs. Silver got her name from some silver flecks in her luscious feathers. And Hennifer obviously got her name from being the queen of the roost. Silver here is very chatty. Some might say she's the gossip of the coop, and when Red sets out a line, she'll make sure he gets back in his place. If you've never owned a chicken and you'd like to own one, just know that they need some free space, and they're really nice to have, so you can give them your food scraps. And obviously, the eggs are a nice bonus. Each one of the chickens are $25 each, and in this economy, with Silver laying eggs, you'll make your money back pretty fast with that. If you'd like to adopt any of these sweet babies, come on down to the Humane Society. We're open from Thursday to Tuesday, 12:30 to 6. You can also come in on Wednesday with an appointment. So come on down and get one of your sweet new pets today.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Thursday was a good one. A few more clouds out there today than yesterday, but boy, the winds really didn't pick up at least as much as we thought we'd see them, although a little breezy out there at times. But there are those clouds that we had, especially this afternoon after some blue sky this morning, but temperatures very comfortable, about where we should be for this time of year. But I'll tell you what, that is all going to come to an end as we get you into the upcoming weekend. The hot temperatures return, and that is region-wide. Actually, north central Washington all the way into eastern Washington, where we will see temperatures in the 90s, possibly all the way up to 102 degrees. And just how hot are we going to get? Well, over the next 6 days, it's going to be a slow roll as we get into Saturday, but that's where we'll start seeing a little bit of a warm-up. Mid-80s to kick off our weekend, then we'll jump up into the low and mid-90s on Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday, we will be right around that 100-degree mark, cooling back, if you call it that, into the upper 90s as we get you into Wednesday. So we have some hot days in our future. 79, our unofficial high temperature today. That's actually 2 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. 81 is our normal temperature right now. Our record high, 102 degrees, and that was set just a few years ago in 2021. We were at 61 this morning, about 4 degrees above where we should be for our normal low at 57. 43, our record low, and that was set in 1976. Sunrise this morning, 5:06, and it sets tonight at 9:02. All right, here's a look at your Friday temperatures. Very comfortable out there. 82s for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 81 in Quincy, and then the rest of us all in the mid to upper 70s. Wenatchee will see 79, Chelan 79, Leavenworth, your high temperature tomorrow, a very nice 77 degrees, but we will see some breezy conditions. Tonight, clearing overnight. There are all those clouds out there right now. This ridge of high pressure still building off the Washington western coast, and we'll see low temperatures tonight right around 60 degrees. As we get into Friday, mostly sunny and just a little breezy right here in central Washington, about 10 to 15 miles an hour for Friday. High temperatures, as I mentioned, awfully nice this time of year, 80 degrees. And then as we get you into the weekend, things begin to change. Not so much on Saturday, even though we will warm up. Lots of sunshine to kick off our weekend. Talking temperatures in the mid-80s, so that's just a few degrees above where we should be. But that all comes to an end as we get to the end of the weekend on Sunday. Look at the clear skies around the western U.S. Our heat wave will kick off on Sunday with high temperatures in the low to mid-90s, and you will see this orange darken up as we move our way through the week into that deep red color, which means hot, and that means Monday. Sunny skies, hot temperatures. Once again, crystal clear skies for Monday with high temperatures right around 100 degrees. As we get to Tuesday, almost a carbon copy of Monday, and welcome July as we get into Tuesday, and boy, will it ever feel like it. Mostly sunny and hot. Once again, high temperatures right around 100 degrees. Moses Lake, you could be between 100 and 105 on Tuesday. For Wednesday, mostly sunny, still hot. Our ridge begins to break down just a little bit, but boy, the heat won't, with high temperatures even at the end of our forecast into those upper 90s. All right, your 7-day forecast, 59 overnight tonight. A pretty comfortable couple of days, Friday and Saturday. A little breezy on Friday and 79, 85 to kick off our weekend, and then the heat is on as we get into Sunday with a high temperature of 93. All kinds of sunshine Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and hot. A moderate heat risk is involved in those 3 days. Near 100 for Monday and Tuesday, 97 your high on Wednesday. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
The pitch by Busich. The Wenatchee AppleSox are back on the NCWLIFE channel. Watch as they take on the Victoria Harbor Cats on Friday, June 27th. Coverage brought to you by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Your exclusive television home for AppleSox baseball is the NCWLIFE channel.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 14. Join your host Mike Mitchell and his special guests as they explore some of the most exciting fisheries BC has to offer. BC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV. Check your listings for airtimes.
What once was old now is new to the NCWLIFE channel. Tune in for Bonanza, Superman, The Andy Griffith Show, The Beverly Hillbillies, The Invisible Man, The Lone Ranger, and The Lucy Show. Check your program guide for classic programming on NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station. Happy Thursday. Well, the Mariners and AppleSox both faced strong pitching performances and losses on Wednesday. We'll start with the Mariners, where Minnesota starter Joe Ryan pitched 6 shutout innings while allowing just 3 hits and striking out 8. Seattle was also held hitless by 3 relievers as the Twins posted the 2-0 win.
Out to be the 9th straight one-run loss for the Twins. Line to the right side, caught by Clemens.
This tiptoes the line fair. Solano gets to it. Kirby to the bag. Solano's played well over there defensively at first base. Couple of ground ball outs to begin this home first inning.
I can't really go up at first base, but I can scoop everything and I can field everything.
Solano's been busy over there tonight. Underhand flip to Kirby, who strands 2 runs.
Ground ball, right side, base hit, right field. Buxton will score. Willie Castro, wonderful at bat, rips it through the right side, and Buxton scores. It is 1-0 Twins here in the 6th. So Cody Clemens in the air to left center field. A Rosarena on the move. A Rosarena at the wall. It is gone. A home run. Cody Clemens goes oppo. A 2-out solo blast to left center, and the Twins have a 2-0 lead.
I'll tell you what, Corey, going backside on a slider like that, you got to be some kind of strong right there.
Off the mound and right at Clemens. And the Twins end the losing streak.
Manager Dan Wilson says sometimes you have to tip your cap to the other guy on the mound.
Pitched well tonight. You got to give credit to Ryan. I thought he moved the ball around well. He had used his secondaries a lot, and when he had his fastball, he located it pretty well. Made it tough for us. Didn't make a lot of many mistakes on the plate. We got some traffic in a couple innings, just not able to get him in. And then of course their bullpen that we were able to get to last night. We weren't tonight, but on our side, I thought George threw the ball really well. Again, just had great location. Mixed his stuff very well. Really good game plan. He and Cal executed pretty well, and they were just able to get one across and added the home run later. But just a tough night for us. But back tomorrow. Obviously, a chance to win the series tomorrow, and we'll come back at him. I mean, George pitches off his fastball. That's what he does, and that's what makes him successful. But when he lands that secondary stuff and can command it like he did tonight, he's really tough, and it makes the fastball even better. So he did such a good job of it tonight. Again, we talk about that team that they can hit. They got a lot of lefties, and he was able to really neutralize them tonight with his stuff. He and Cal had a good game plan going out there, and I thought George was able to execute it really well. When you have guys guessing like that, and you're unpredictable, and you have good commands where you're throwing strikes with your stuff, that makes for a really tough at bat, and that's what they had tonight. That's when you got to tip your cap. Sometimes they are able to execute, and you're not able to get as much going and get that pressure that you want to put on them. Tonight was just one of those nights, and like we say, it's a quick turnaround, which is a good thing for us, and we get a chance to come back tomorrow and win the series.
After wrapping up the series today, Seattle heads for Arlington to face the Texas Rangers tomorrow night. That'll be at 5:05 on Root Sports Northwest. Mariners were the only team to lose in the American League West yesterday. Houston blanked Philadelphia 2-0. Angels beat Boston 5-2. Texas shut out Baltimore 7-0. Athletics got by Detroit by a final of 3-0. The Wenatchee AppleSox were no-hit through 6 innings in a 15-2 loss at Bellingham last night. Bell starter Devin Hernandez was unhittable on the mound at Joe Martin Field. The senior from Cal State San Bernardino allowed just 2 base runners to earn his 4th win of the summer. Wenatchee finally got on the board in the 8th, but by then the damage was done.
On the 2-2. Azpilicueta drives it into the deep right field air, back on the run, and over it! Azpilicueta! Happy birthday, a 3-run shot! And Bellingham flies ahead of the AppleSox. He goes the opposite way. It is 10-0 Bells. The bells are ringing here in the bottom of the 6th. And the best start of his season so far, which was hard to top because he had some good relief appearances. And on the first batter that Sato faces, it'll be the first hit of the game. Colby Holmdahl breaks up the no-hit bid here in the 7th inning. Obviously tonight just an off night for a AppleSox team that has been competitive so far. And this is going to get past Andrew Lamb, who dove for it out in left field. Gray Jr. is going to go to third as Sell finally gets to it. The relay comes in, but it is an RBI triple for Gray Jr. off the bench. And the AppleSox are on the scoreboard with their first run of the game. On a 0-1, he hits a high fly ball into right center field. Sell moving to his left makes the, he dropped it out of the base of his glove. Got ahead of myself there, and Sell will commit an error in center field. So the run scores, and the AppleSox now 2 in during this 8th inning. Here is Sato's 2-out pitch. It's up the middle. Aguayo to his left. A quick throw in time. The shortstop finishes a 1-2-3 inning in the 9th. And Bellingham has their 15th win of this 2025 season. The Bells, a 15-run game against the AppleSox, beating them 15-2.
Nate Gray Jr. and Quincy Marlboro scored the AppleSox lone runs, while Luke Sturkle took the loss on the mound. Two teams play the rubber match of the 3-game series tonight at 6:35. You can hear it locally on Sunny FM. In other West Coast League play last night, Logan Shepard's 3-run home run highlighted a 4-run 8th inning as Victoria came from behind to beat Edmonton 6-4. It doesn't happen often in summer collegiate baseball, but Kelowna's Gio DeGrau threw a complete game 2-hitter in the Falcons' 6-1 win over Kamloops. The right-hander from the Netherlands gave up a triple and single in the first inning and was perfect from then out. He struck out 7 and didn't allow a single walk in the win. Tommy Markey's 2-run single highlighted a 4-run top of the 11th for Port Angeles in the 10-6 win over Cowlitz. Walla Walla has officially handed Portland its first series loss of the summer, as well as a first back-to-back losses of the season. Trevor Tissie's RBI single in the bottom of the 9th gave the Sweets a walk-off 3-2 win. Jared Stevenson's RBI single highlighted a 2-run 4th inning for Yakima Valley as the Pippins took a lead. They would never surrender in a 6-3 home win over Corvallis. Jackson Waller was 2 for 4 with a solo home run in Ridgefield's 9-3 win over Springfield. And Talon Zink's 2-run double highlighted a 4-run 8th inning as Nanaimo beat Redmond, the Dudes, in a non-league game by a final of 5-1. Bellingham's lead in the West Coast League's North Division is now a game and a half over Wenatchee and Edmonton after last night's play. Kamloops remains 2 games back, while Victoria is 3 games out. And just a reminder that Wenatchee returns home tomorrow night to host the first of 3 games over the weekend against the Victoria Harbor Cats at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. NCWLIFE channel will broadcast live tomorrow night. Join yours truly and Brandon Schmitten with a call beginning with our pregame at 6:30. That's Check of Sports News. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
Hey man, how's your arm?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen is a good option for me. The risk of addiction is not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions, and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
Get a great deal on making the most of every property. The Kubota commercial landscape lineup is built to do more. From the RTVX utility vehicle to the Z700 mower to the SVL track loader, when your reputation is on the line, you need equipment that doesn't let you down. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months, or save up to $4,000.